Hello everybody and welcome back to Alundra 2. I am Fruitful, playing this game for you. Woo! Clear off, punk. Give me your monies. Alright. But other news. We have us our pixie ring, and specifically, this is a level 2 pixie ring. This is largely because I came to find out that, well, the level 2 and level 3 pixie ring lets you summon the elemental lord. Level 2 lets you summon it, level 3 lets you summon it with a stronger attack. It turns out that the two different attacks actually have different animations, so, only upgraded the ring once. Specifically so we can see the animations. Alright, what we got here? Oh. You're welcome? Oh. What exactly is there a trap? Well, it seems to be just this room. But, we'll hold down the action button, use the item button, and summon this elemental lord. And say so much for those marionettes. And the money they dropped. As well as all of my magic power. Because it costs 200 magic to summon the elemental lord. Pressing this button not only opened the door, but also opened up a door in the mine shaft. Allowing us to make our way back to the mine shaft. Take that, punks! And as I had mentioned before, our escape from the mine shaft is now gone. We will have to find us another way out. Like that. Clear off, punks. Alright, what we got here? Hello, sir. Light it! Light it! Turn it! Turn it! What? Oh, this is actually our clue for the puzzle. So we can use our pixie ring in order to turn these green statues. Which will give us access to some fire. The fire we can then use to light some torches. But some torches are much further away than others, requiring fire that we need to bait towards us. Hopefully without hitting the walls or ourselves. All to introduce this fire to its new home. and enjoy its new life on the brazier. Push the button and see things happen in the mine shaft. Which of course also has its own double function. We got to see the shaft because, well, the game has decided to shaft us a bit. Notice how these bushes have respawned. Hey, you might think, well, that's a boon, isn't it? No. If the bushes have respawned, so have the enemies. So be careful on your way out. Up these stairs, all the way up. It's an area which has no enemies, per se. Certainly has no defeatable enemies. No, instead we are left to contend with what any player of a 3D game knows as public enemy number one, the camera. Oh well. It is a clever foe who we shall hopefully overcome. Joe! I don't think I've ever had that thing get in the way. I always suspected it could, but that's the first time I've actually seen it get in the way. You're gonna do it again, aren't you? You're a jerk. Why can't this stupid gate just let me walk by fire in peace? Alright. That has not only opened our way out, it's also turned off all the traps. Whee! More herbs. But more importantly, spiders. Alright. Oh, spiders out of the way. We need something to deal with these thorns over here. Which naturally is just going to be fire. Come here, my fiery friend. Pay no attention to the camera. Put that down before we can hurt ourselves with it. Ow. Oh. Good to be aware that those darts, if the darts leave the play area, they just disappear. All right. Well, no real sense in going all the way back we came. We'll just go this way. And hit that guy with a drive-by. Also, you may or may not have noticed, if we stand idle, then our element points will regenerate. Fairly slowly. Just a little something to keep you from getting stuck in the magic puzzles. Speaking of getting stuck... No! Not cool, game. Yeah, it's a steep slope, but we can walk up it just fine. Not that it matters. We want to go down a not-so-traversable slope. Golf. What do we got here? Oh. It all seems to essentially come back to this one room, doesn't it? Etty-hee. Oh, for another button. But, it's a ladder. Because we've actually been in this room before. Just couldn't access it from that angle. Take that.
Stop!
I'm gonna say I went through a lot of work in order to get that ring. I'm going to enjoy it. especially in the opportunities where doing so is free. Alright. Oh. Yes, you can climb that ladder. No, it doesn't go anywhere. Nowhere useful, anyway. It's an exit, so, can't really enter through it. Another herb! Woo. Tonic.
So, the young hero has come to save the day.
Yes.
Oh, you know what I think about heroes.
Hmm?
They make a nice lunch.
Oh! Ghibli, 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 Ghibli! No! Get it away! You might notice we don't seem to actually be doing damage to the boss. That's really because we're not. The boss isn't what we're dealing with. It's actually more the sides of the walls of the elevator. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Off with you. Please just shove your sword in its face. Oh, thank you. Ghibli, 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 ghibli. Okay, I think I got that out of my system. And, on another note, we are, up the ladder that we could have taken earlier. Yeah. Oh, it's the princess. And some marionettes. Oi! Don't you go to pieces on me.
Stop!
Take that, punks. You okay? Yeah, no problem. Can we go now? But, oh, for the love of... Come on, we can take him. Well, you do have a point. But how do you suggest? Right. But of course, taking the trolley isn't a simple matter. It of course involves a minigame. However, unlike the last mandatory minigame, there are no prizes for this one. On the other hand, we do get to actually see Alexia do stuff. But for the most part, we're just going to get haunted by the camera. Alright, you thought they'd come in the direction that the camera's showing? No! I told you the camera's public enemy number one. At least there are checkpoints. Mind the big rocks. And the spiky doom. Now we can actually throw rocks whilst ducking, but the rocks have a high trajectory and do not go very far at all. Even the game knows this isn't that challenging, hence the camera. Oh! Hello, Rock. Last length. So we have a new thread. And if those guys, well, they jump onto the track ahead of you and you run them over, you take damage from that. Ow. Do all the things! Get me out of here. Yay! I imagine that's what most minecarts are used for. Who knows? Well, this does seem to be a port. Oh! Oh, what did you find for me? Woo! Thank you, ma'am. Alright, you go about that. But once we do go onto the ship, that does mark a point when we cannot come back here for quite some... I mean, we won't be able to backtrack for a while, so if there's something to take care of, now might be the time to do it. Also, we are incredibly close to the edge of town. So much so. Yeah, we are right on the loading zone. What in other news? Since we've gotten to see the pixie summon, let's upgrade it a bit. Might as well. And our pixie ring is now at maximum. Just as a general note, from what I have seen, the upgraded elemental lord summon seems to do about double the damage, so it's worth upgrading because that uses up a lot of magic. Alright, let's have a look at something else because it's funny. After all, it's just in town. Because it turns out that Pierre actually did make it home. Pierre's trip to the House of Happiness did in fact bring happiness. Probably for everyone except Pierre, but, you know. Perhaps that's for the best. Oh well. Next time, we'll go and see about getting on a ship, I suppose. See you then. Later.